y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I have got my wrap-up video for the August project Use It Up, where I focused on using up as much as I could of my Britta's Creepy Treasures collection. I had so much fun doing this project Use It Up that I think I'm going to do another one, even though my fall melting basket is out of control, unhinged. I think I'm still going to try to focus on the pharmacist's daughter for September. So I'm very motivated. I got through quite a bit of my Britta's and I'm so excited, and it's really motivated me to keep it going. So if you'd like to see all of the Britta's that I got through in the month of August, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's chat wax. Okay, you guys, I got through 40 items from Britta's and I'm so thrilled. The only things I have left are a few, like just specifically for fall. Like one of them is apple cider. I think I saved an Exorcist and a Babadook for fall, and then my Christmas blends like Christmas Eve, Kim Special Eggnog, like those types of scents. So I probably have like 10 or less left. And I'm so happy with that because I will finish those out before the end of the year. So that'll be a completely empty drawer, and I'm thrilled. And not that I don't like Britta's, but just, to finish and start fresh in the new year with a vendor. And I'm going to try really hard to just get my staples like Babadook, The Exorcist, Warm Bodies, Christmas Eve, Black Christmas, Kim Special Eggnog. There's a few more, and try not to go ham on the newer scents. I may try a few, but I'm really going to try to stick to staples. We'll see how that goes. I'm just going to try not to buy as much where I can't get through it. That's why it's kind of like Dave Ramsey, like the snowball effect for your finances is kind of what I'm doing with my vendor wax right now. Same approach. So I have 40, like I said, so let me hop in and stop chatting because we got a lot to get through. So first up is Babadook. This is patchouli, sugar cookies, sweet and creamy, and vanilla bean marshmallow. One of my favorites from Britta's. It's just a creamy patchouli with bakery. Great performer. It's really, really nice. It's a nice starter patchouli fragrance, and this is very similar to The Exorcist, except Babadook has sugar cookies, so it gives it a little bakery, which I love. Love both of them, but that's the big difference for me. Next, I got through Beware the Purple Peanut Butter. This was so kindly gifted to me from Steph, my twin. So Steph, thank you so much. Peanut butter cookies, grape jelly, and sweet bakery dough. Kind of like a PB&J type of a scent. I don't like grape, and this, while it was grape jelly and it had the other items in there, I really could just smell the grape. So I warmed this in my kids' room, and if you like grape, I think you would love this one. I really got that dough note, and then I really got the peanut butter like cookies, but the grape really stood out to me. So if you like those types of scents, this would be a great one. It was a great performer. Next, I got through Bloody Mary, Palo, sugar cookie, vanilla bean marshmallow, pink sugar, cake batter fudge, and sweet and creamy. This was really good. I really like pink sugar with Palo Santo. And then you get the extra bakery notes in here. And so it's just a creamy pink sugar and Palo. And it was really nice, and would definitely grab some more of that in the future. The pink sugar was a nice touch to just kind of sweeten it up a little bit, but very creamy and sweet, really nice. Next, I got through Boo's Spooky House, which is just blueberry and pie crust. I love blueberry. I'm a berry girl, so blueberry is one of my favorites, and I mean, you can't go wrong with pie crust. Next, Chucky and vanilla bean marshmallow. This is cherry cupcakes at Tiffany's and vanilla bean marshmallow. This one was really strong on the cherry, so you have to like cherry, but this is like a maraschino cherry. It's a very sweet cherry. It's not medicinal, and this threw really, really well. And I smelled the cupcakes at Tiffany's, but it didn't scream chocolate. It wasn't too rich and creamy. It was a nice bakery blender. And then the vanilla bean marshmallow was a nice blender to kind of smooth it out. And I really loved this one. She has a good cherry oil. Next, Deadly Potion, sugar cookie dough, and fire roasted marshmallow. So this was just bakery with a little bit of sweet roasty toasty from that fire roasted marshmallow. It was really pretty. It wasn't a banger, but it was a solid medium, and it was really nice. I like the fire roasted marshmallow with the bakery because it kind of gave it a little bit of an outdoorsy vibe. Next, Deadly Punch. This was honeydew, watermelon, strawberry, vanilla bean, marshmallow, pineapple, pear, and sweet and creamy. This was one that I did in my kids' room because it was very, very fruity. That is more their vibe. If you're a big fruity fan, this would be for you. And while I didn't hate it, just wasn't my favorite because of the notes in there. It was just fruity with a little bit of that sweet and creamy. Next, I warmed Donna, which is wild berry cheesecake and cornbread. I forgot how much I love wild berry, like wild berry mousse. I was scared of this one because it was cheesecake, but it didn't lean sour or anything like that at all. It was just a very nice berry. You get the sweet and savoriness of the cornbread. I loved this. It's on my repurchase list. I would definitely pick this up again. Next, I got through 2 souffles of Emily. This is Beach Nights Boom Boom and Strawberry Pound Cake. Y'all, this was one of my favorites. This is a newer scent to Britta's, and it was everything. I mean, I warmed 2 of it in the same month, which I hardly ever do that, but I just loved it so much. I was like, I want to go ahead and warm the other one. I was going to hold on to it, and then I was like, you know what? I loved it. Might as well just warm it. I need to stop hoarding things, but the combination of these scents was incredible. Britta has a beautiful Beach Nights. It's very creamy, sweet, and the Boom Boom just warmed it up. It gave it a little bit of a creamy, more of a body care, and then the sweet strawberry pound cake with it. This was just perfection. I loved Emily. Next, I got through Earnest, Scared, Stupid. Can't remember if this was given to me in a D-stash or if it was friend mail. I'm so sorry. I cannot remember who gave this to me. Caramel kettle corn and Danish butter cookies. So Britta's Danish butter cookie oil is amazing. And I didn't really know about the caramel kettle corn because I'm not a huge caramel or popcorn fan. But this was okay. I didn't mind the kettle corn. The caramel I could have done with a little bit less, but it wasn't really a bad blend for what it was. I was expecting not to like it at all, and I would probably repurchase this, maybe blend it with fruit, maybe an apple, just to kind of ease up on the caramel a little bit, but I liked that a lot more than I thought I would. Next is Hannah Crana. This is one of my favorites. Palo Santo, pink sugar, and roasted pine cones. Again, I love the combination of Palo Santo and pink sugar, and then you throw in roasted pine cones. And it's the trifecta of deliciousness. And this is a great performer. I think I have one more of these that I pulled for my fall melting basket. So, yeah, this is a favorite. Would definitely repurchase it. Okay, so next up, I got through Jason, and the scent notes are not on here, but I did look them up for once. The notes are hipster, roasted pine cones, and vanilla bean marshmallow. So I don't know the notes of hipster, but it smells kind of masculine to me. I don't really know what's in the oil, but I really liked this. It was more of a masculine scent, masculine outdoorsy. You get the roasted pine cones, which I love. I would definitely get this again and really enjoyed that sample. Is a very strong performer. Next, Jigsaw Snacks, cupcakes at Tiffany's, blackberry jam, and vanilla bean marshmallow. I love blackberry jam, and let's see, cupcakes at Tiffany's. I like her cupcakes at Tiffany's oil. Definitely get that sweet with a little bit of tart from that blackberry jam, and the cupcakes at Tiffany's is a very strong bakery. Hers doesn't lean chocolate or toffee. It's not super rich or heavy like that. It's just a really nice bakery base. And then the vanilla bean marshmallow, just marrying those two up, and really loved that one. Jigsaw Snacks. Next is a favorite of mine. This is Kim's Special Eggnog. It's eggnog and roasted pine cones. This scent right here, I think, started my obsession with roasted pine cones. I had just started liking eggnog and I really wanted to try hers. I'd heard good things about this blend and tried it, and the rest is history. Now I'm obsessed with eggnog and roasted pine cones, and then them together is just so beautiful. Loved every second. It's the only scent that I've ever bought a loaf from Britta's in, and it's everything. It's so good. We get that sweet, creamy eggnog, and then the roasty, toasty, creamy smokiness of that pine cone. Those two together are everything. Okay, next up, this is called Krampus's Sack. Leather, yellow cake, and nutmeg spice. This was so kindly gifted to me from Steph. Steph melts and Steph loves life, so thank you so much, Steph. This, I was scared about the leather because I am not a leather fan. On cold, I got the nutmeg spice, the yellow cake, and just a hint of leather. So I was like, cool, I'm going to warm it. I like nutmeg. I like yellow cake. It's very sweet, a little bit of spice, bakery. The leather, I could barely smell it on cold. And this is 11/23. So it's almost a year old, so nice and cured. So when I tell y'all, when I put this in, first of all, it was a banger. I put it in my office. My husband was like, what is that? Like, it smells like straight up leather factory. It was so strong on the leather. So I took it out after like an hour. And then after I took it out, we could still smell it. It was so, so strong. So if you like leather, this is the scent for you. Krampus's Sack. I am not allowed to warm that anymore here. So my husband was not a fan of that one. Next, I got through 2 soufflés of Lost Woods Resort, Cracklin' Birch by the Campfire, and Palo Santo. You guys, I liked this one on cold, but it was very outdoorsy, and I liked it, but I didn't love it. But let me just tell you that scents can change on warm, and this is one of those scents. When I warmed this, I got more of that Cracklin' Birch and Palo Santo, really just smoothed it out. It was such a beautiful scent. I mean, I loved it so much that I warmed again. 2 in the same month, different days. Loved this scent. It was amazing. I love Cracklin' Birch. I don't know what's in by the campfire, but I feel like I just got a heavy like tree on cold. And I like that, but I just wasn't expecting it. And when I warmed this though, it was everything. So definitely would pick this up again. Next, I got a sample of Mona. This is lavender, cashmere cream, and sweet and creamy. This was also gifted to me from Steph Melts. Steph loves life, so thank you so much, Steph. This was really pretty. It was very heavy on the cashmere cream for me on cold, but I will say on warm, it was just a more creamy, cozy lavender. And it was just kind of like it was a nice chill out at the end of a long day scent. And I liked it more on warm than I did on cold. The cashmere cream sometimes can be a little strong and sharp depending on what it's blended with. And it smelled like it was going to do that on cold. But like I said, on warm, it was a lot better. So that is Mona. It was more creamy and it wasn't as harsh on warm. Next, Monster Delight, sugar cookie dough, waffle cone, sweet and creamy, and very vanilla. So this is just one of her bakery blends, and it's really, really pretty. I like it on its own. I like it as a blender. It's just a vanilla-based bakery. I do like the waffle cone in here, though. I feel like the waffle cone gives it a little depth, and really enjoyed this. I think I prefer it blended just because I don't reach for straight bakery a lot anymore. Next is Monster Delight, which was that scent we just talked about, blended with Beach Nights. And this was such a beautiful combo, just a really nice bakery Beach Nights. And I was here for it. Like I said before, Britta has an amazing Beach Nights oil. It's creamy and sweet. It's everything. It's not heavy on the chocolate. It's perfect. It's very similar to Noel's Farm Scent, if you've ever tried his Beach Nights, which his is also similar to Sassy Girl Aromas. Those 3 are siblings. So I really enjoyed this Monster Delight and Beach Nights. Next up is Night Stalker. I love this scent. This is patchouli, blue sugar, and sugar cookie. And Britta's patchouli is probably my favorite. It's the very first patchouli that I actually liked. Blend it with the blue sugar, gives it a little bit of sweetness. It's so good. And then with the sugar cookie, just to add a bakery twist. This is everything. The patchouli and blue sugar blend so beautifully together. This might be loaf worthy for me, you guys. I loved this one so much. I'm definitely on the lookout for more. I placed a Britta's order not too long ago when she was running a sale. And I got a few things. I was late to the game. I was late to it, so a few things that I wanted were already sold out. But I think I grabbed maybe like 8 things. And I'm pretty sure Night Stalker was on there. If not, I hope it was. Next is Red Coat, Almond Biscotti, Cherry Mist, Sweet and Creamy, and Marshmallow Bomb. So this one I wasn't really sure about on cold. I wasn't sure about the cherry and the cherry mist. It smelled not medicinal, it was just different. But when I warmed this, I liked it a lot better. The sweet and creamy, the marshmallow bomb really came out and kind of toned down the sharpness of that cherry. So I liked this one much more, and it was more of that sweet, like bakery cherry on warm, which I love. So Red Coat was really pretty. Sally's Love Spell. This is strawberry, cotton candy frosting, and whipped cream. You guys, this blend sounds so basic, but when I tell you I put this in and I was just like, wow. First of all, it was a banger. And second of all, it was so good. It was just a really sweet strawberry and it was perfection. Was not expecting to love this as much as I did. But this one was so good. I really liked the strawberry oil. The cotton candy frosting was beautiful with it. I loved every single second of this one. Sally's Love Spell. Next is Sally's Sweet Treats, pumpkin pecan waffles, angel food cake, and vanilla pumpkin marshmallow. This one was pretty. I like pumpkin pecan waffles. I don't really know how I feel about vanilla pumpkin marshmallow. I think I like it, but I don't know what it smells like on its own. But to me, this was just a really sweet, creamy pumpkin pecan waffles, and I really liked it. Don't know that I would repurchase it just because it's basically just, to me, straight pumpkin pecan waffle, just a little bit creamier. But it was pretty if you like those types of scents. Okay, next I got Signed A. This was so kindly gifted to me from my friend Kayla McManus. So Kayla, thank you so much. Cornbread, pretzel, and Thai sticky rice. I was so intrigued by that Thai sticky rice note that I didn't order this because I was a little scared of it. But Kayla so kindly sent it to me in some friend mail. And y'all, I really liked this. So Britta's pretzel is really strong and salty. If you like those types of pretzels, then definitely try hers. Sometimes the pretzel is too much for me, but just because I prefer a doughy pretzel, I don't like a really salty one or like a crispy, crunchy pretzel. I want a doughy, yeasty pretzel. But let me just say that the pretzel mixed with the cornbread gives it more of a bready note. And then the Thai sticky rice was so fun. It really was a pretty scent. And a little bit of sweetness from the rice. I feel like there was a little bit of sweetness in there. And it was just really pretty. I liked that a lot more than I expected to. So that was Signed A. Next, I got through Spencer. This is Library, Pink Sugar, and Marshmallow Bomb. I loved this scent so much. I loved it on cold, so I was expecting to love it on warm. And I love that library oil. It just is a whole entire vibe. It just takes you to like a library with vintage books, a little bit of dust, and then the pink sugar gives it a little bit of sweetness and almost smells like a perfume. And this was so good. Would definitely get more of this one as well. Next is Sunburn. This was so kindly gifted to me from Alexis Schluter. So Alexis, thank you so much. This was Flip Flops, Salty Sea Air, and Marshmallow Bomb. I loved this scent so much. I was so sad when I turned off my warmers. I loved this scent so much. It was a super strong performer, and I don't know what the Flip Flops oil is, but it's kind of tropical and This was so good. I loved this one. If she ever offers it again, I would definitely pick it up. This might be loaf worthy for me. I loved it that much. And this is just perfect for summer. That is Sunburn. Next, I warmed Sweet Revenge, Palo Santo pumpkin pecan waffles, and blue sugar. This is another one that I was kind of unsure about because pumpkin pecan waffles and blue sugar, I was like, oh, I don't know, but I really loved it. I'm really in my blue sugar era thanks to Steph, this into Gemini. So thank you, twin. I have been buying everything with blue sugar. I'm just loving it right now. It just blends well with literally anything, including this. Really loved it. It was a very sweet pumpkin pecan waffle, and then you get that kind of warm sweetness from the blue sugar. It gives it a little bit of masculinity. And then the Palo Santo just more of a creamy, woodsy note, and it was just really gorgeous. I love those two notes with the pumpkin pecan waffles. It just gave it a different sort of a vibe, and this was really, really good. Sweet Revenge, would definitely pick that up again. Next is The Betrayal, By the Campfire, Fire Roasted Marshmallows, and Marshmallow Bomb. Now, I don't know what's in By the Campfire, but I know that I like it. It's just outdoorsy and sweet and smoky and so good. It's very creamy with the marshmallows and the marshmallow bomb, but I loved every second. Really strong performer. It was very nice. Okay, this next one is the Black Angel. This is Black Sea, Decay, and Barnwood. My husband very rarely comments on wax unless he hates it. He commented on this one and the next one, and he was just like, I really like what you're warming today. And I was like, let me go check and see what it is. And I warmed the Black Angel in our bedroom, and he was just like, it smells so good. And it really does. It's kind of aquatic and woodsy, so it kind of smells a little bit stormy to me and almost a little bit perfumey. I don't know what's in Decay either, but I'm getting a little bit of a sweetness. Could just be from that barnwood also, but this was everything. This was a killer combination. And if I saw this, I would pick it up again just simply because he loved it so much. The Black Angel. And then this one, I think he commented on 3 or 4 times, which is just never happens. This is The Exorcist, and this is one of my favorites from Britta's. Patchouli, Palo Santo, and Vanilla Bean Marshmallow. This is such a gorgeous scent, you guys. It's such a strong performer. It's beautiful. It's creamy. It's subdued patchouli. You get that Palo Santo with it. Those two notes blend so well together. Tones down the patchouli, gives it a more woodsy but creamy, a little bit of roasty toasty in there. And then with the vanilla bean marshmallow, it just tones it down even more. But y'all, this scent is everything. And for Jordan to say something 3 times is just saying something. He was like, I love that scent. And so I warmed it again the other day just in our bedroom. So I didn't finish the souffle. But yeah, The Exorcist is loaf worthy for sure. It's beautiful. If you've never tried patchouli, I highly recommend it. You should try it. It's amazing. Next is the Jackal. This is tobacco and bay, vanilla ice cream, and bourbon sauce. I really loved this one on warm. Again, it was a like for me on cold, but y'all, this on warm was everything. It was so stunning. I was just like, I need to order more of this like now. I get scared with vanilla ice cream because sometimes it's just too creamy and rich and too, I don't know, something that I just don't care for. But this one, I don't know what magic that Britta does, but the combination of these oils was everything. Super strong performer. I need more of this. This was amazing. The bourbon sauce was warm and sweet, and then creamy vanilla ice cream, and then the tobacco note. I mean, it was just tobacco and bourbon are just a vibe, and this was just everything. Okay, next I warmed The Night She Disappeared, Barnwood, Sugared Amber, and Plum, and Pink Sugar. This one was so good. Barnwood is more of a sweeter wood, and then you get the sweetness from the plum and the pink sugar as well. Then sugared amber. So it's amber is warm, but it's sugary sweet. So this was so good. It kind of gave me like perfumey vibes, but it was just a very sweet but also woodsy blend, and I would definitely get this again as well. Very strong performer. Loved it. I got through 2 of their here. One was like a smaller shape bag, and this was a souffle. Sugar Cookie Royale and cotton candy frosting. Hopefully this hasn't been blurry the whole time. Sometimes my camera just doesn't want to cooperate. But y'all, sounds basic, right? Sugar Cookie Royale and cotton candy frosting. Holy cow, I love this one so much. Britta's cotton candy frosting oil is bomb. You can really smell it. Just adds a little bit of sweetness. It's like those sugar cookies that you get from the bakery that have that thick layer of like colored frosting, and then there's little sprinkles. They have them for different holidays. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. But it smells just like that. It's so good. Her sugar cookie is very rich and sweet. And then the cotton candy frosting. Oh my gosh, I love that cotton candy frosting oil. Super strong performer as well, especially for just a bakery scent. Next is Toby. This is roasted pine cones, crackling birch, and blue sugar. So y'all, I did not really love this on cold. Like, who am I? These notes, I love all 3 of the notes. Something about it on cold just was not speaking to me. And I was just like, I don't know. I might need to destash this. I don't know if I like it. Should I warm it? I am so glad that I warmed it. I basically was just getting the crackling birch and blue sugar, which is fine. I love those notes, but I was getting no roasted pine cones. When you warm this, the pine cones note comes out a little bit more. This was so pretty. It was like a masculine, woodsy, outdoorsy, and without being too cologne-y. And this was just everything. I would definitely repurchase it. Again, I'm in my blue sugar era right now, and I really loved this one. Next, 2 Can't Keep a Secret, strawberry pound cake, sugar cookie, sweet and creamy, and vanilla bean marshmallow. This is just a really nice strawberry bakery, and I love strawberry pound cake. I don't reach for straight bakery a lot, but this one was really good. It was just a creamy, sweet strawberry pound cake. And I mean, yeah. I would probably repurchase this, but I'm not going to repurchase it anytime soon because, again, I'm not really reaching for just straight bakery. Oh, this next one is a favorite of mine from Britta's. Warm Bodies, blue sugar, pink sugar, sugar cookie royale, and vanilla bean marshmallow. So I told y'all I was in my blue sugar era, but I'm also in my blue sugar and pink sugar era. I am obsessed with this blend, you guys. I have been for some time, but when I warmed it, I was just like, oh my gosh, I need a loaf of this. The combination of the pink and blue sugar is everything. It blends so well together, and then you get that bakery base. This is so good. I love pink and blue sugar together. If you've never tried it, highly recommend. This blend is perfection. Warm Bodies. And last but certainly not least, this is Wicker Man. Beach Nights, pretzel, and fire roasted marshmallow. This is a well-loved scent by so many. The pretzel in this on cold for me is a little too strong. So I think I gave one to a friend of mine, but I had another souffle and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to warm it in my open concept. We're just going to see. The pretzel is very strong, but on warm, the fire roasted marshmallow and the beach nights kind of toned down that saltiness a little bit. And I really enjoyed this. It was heavy on the pretzel, I'm not going to lie, but I like it so much better on warm. I found with a lot of Britta's, if I don't love something on cold, still just cure it and go ahead and warm it because they change so incredibly much, especially if it's got like a vanilla bean marshmallow or sweet and creamy, some of those blends, because they really do come alive on warm. And this one, this is proof because I was just like, that pretzel is too salty for me. But I really liked Wicker Man. I can see why so many people love it. So, whew, that was a lot. And filmed the rest of my empties for the rest of August. So, considering there were 40 empties from Britta's, and then I still had quite a few just warming other things, I'd say the rest of August was pretty successful. So, again, I'm going to do this for September. I think we're going to be doing the Pharmacist's Daughter. So stay tuned for that. And I don't know if I'm going to separate the empties out. We'll see how much I get through. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this. This gave me so much motivation to just keep the project Use It Up going. Let's see how much I can get through. I really enjoyed the majority of these scents from Britta's. It was so much fun. I'm so glad so many of you joined along. It was so great to see your choices and to watch your videos. And if you do a wrap up with your empties, please tag me or, leave your link in the comments so I can go and watch it. I want to see what all you got through, hear your thoughts, and see if we were twinning on anything. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, or weekend. I hope you have a safe Labor Day weekend. Please don't forget to like and comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all on my next video very soon. Bye.